This week in history has it all. A vice president accused of treason, a chilling note that sealed the fate of doomed pioneers, a brutal murder tied to Jack the Ripper, and one of the most infamous unsolved crimes in American history. Let's dive into the strange, the dark, and the unforgettable events from August 3rd through 9th. Number 4, August 3rd, 1807. Aaron Burr on trial for treason. Imagine this. Just 3 years after killing Alexander Hamilton in a duel, the former Vice President of the United States was hauled into court, accused of trying to split the nation in two. That man was Aaron Burr. On August 3rd, 1807, Burr went on trial for treason. President Thomas Jefferson himself had pushed for his arrest, claiming Burr plotted to create an independent country in the Southwest, maybe even seize parts of Spanish Mexico. Burr denied it. He said he was just farming 40,000 acres in the Texas Territory, land supposedly leased to him by the Spanish crown. But suspicions swirled. The evidence was murky. Some claimed Burr had raised a private army. Others whispered he wanted to become emperor of a new world. In the end, the jury acquitted him. There just wasn't enough proof. But Burr's reputation never recovered. He lived the rest of his life in disgrace, leaving historians to argue, was he a dreamer or a traitor who almost redrew the map of America? Number 3, August 4th, 1892. The Lizzie Borden murders. Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. You've probably heard the rhyme, but do you know the full story? On August 4th, 1892, the quiet town of Fall River, Massachusetts, woke up to a nightmare. Wealthy businessman Andrew Borden and his wife Abby were found brutally murdered in their own home. Andrew was hacked to death while napping on the sofa. Abby was struck multiple times upstairs in the guest room. Suspicion quickly fell on their daughter, Lizzie Borden. She was 32, unmarried, and known to resent her stepmother. Witnesses described her behavior that day as oddly calm. When the police searched, they found a hatchet in the basement, its handle broken off. But the evidence was thin. There were no bloodstains on Lizzie's clothing, no clear witnesses, no confession. Her trial became a national sensation. The jury deliberated for just an hour and acquitted her. Lizzie lived out her life in Fall River, never punished, never cleared. To this day, the murders remain unsolved. Was Lizzie guilty, or was she an innocent woman trapped in a web of suspicion and gossip? Number 2, August 6th, 1846, the Donner Party's warning. A piece of paper. That's all it was, but it carried a warning that could have saved dozens of lives. On August 6th, 1846, the Donner Party, a group of American pioneers heading west, came across a note. It warned that a supposed shortcut through the Sierra Nevada, called Hastings Cutoff, was nearly impassable. The message was urgent: don't go this way. But the Donner Party ignored it. They pushed forward and sealed their fate. The trail was worse than they imagined. Rocky cliffs, dense forests, and brutal conditions slowed them to a crawl. By the time winter hit, they were trapped in the mountains. Starvation set in. Desperation followed, and finally, cannibalism. Of the 87 who set out, nearly half died. Survivors later admitted they had been forced to eat the flesh of the dead to stay alive. And it all might have been avoided if they had just listened to that note. Number 1, August 7th, 1888, the murder of Martha Tabram. London, 1888. The East End was a place of poverty, shadows, and fear. On the morning of August 7th, a woman's body was found sprawled on a staircase in Whitechapel. Her name was Martha Tabram. She had been stabbed 39 times. No one heard her scream. No one saw the killer. At first, the police thought it was another brutal street crime. But as the months passed, whispers began. Was Martha the first victim of Jack the Ripper? Her murder happened just weeks before the infamous canonical Ripper killings. Same area, same brutality, but something was different. Martha had been stabbed, not slashed. Many experts now believe she wasn't a Ripper victim at all. Others argue her death was the beginning of one of history's most terrifying murder sprees. The truth, still unknown. Martha Tabram's murder remains unsolved. A forgotten prelude, or the first shadow cast by a monster. From a disgraced vice president and a deadly family mystery to a tragic warning ignored and a possible first victim of Jack the Ripper. This week in history reminds us, the past is never as simple as it seems. If you want more strange, dark and twisted stories, check out our This Week in History playlist. It's a rabbit hole you won't regret falling into. And don't forget, we drop new episodes every Sunday. So hit subscribe and stay curious. Because the past is far stranger than fiction. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.